Good night, Resilient Queen family. How are you guys doing? Sorry, guys, I come on a little late. I was doing something in the background, and I'm still not done. I'm still not done doing what I was doing. I was trying to do some cleaning. Still not done, but I just come on here a little bit, and hope everybody's doing good. Good night to one and all. I know it's very late, but good night to one and all. And hope you guys are doing amazing. So how is everybody doing tonight? Michael King say, hey, how are you? Uh, Hermanita Dream Girl say happy birthday. Oh, it's not my birthday yet. It's August 4 is my birthday and the 18th of August is my other son's birthday. But it's not our birthday yet, so it's not birthday yet. It's a letter. It's a letter night we're gonna talk about. He said, oh, no, not my birthday yet. What did the live say? Hold on. It's not my birthday yet though. I was just buying up some stuff for the little one birthday coming up, but it's not our birthday yet. Say good. How you guys doing? How the dream girl? How are you? Say good morning to you, and good night to me. And Michael King said, bless her, good morning, man. Good morning and good night to one and all. Hope everybody's doing good. Sorry I come on late, guys. And then I'm a late night person. So I like to typically work in the night. So I'm so sorry. Because I'm typically a late night person as well. But I know much I'm done cook. And the food was yum. And I post it in short, so you will get to see it in short. Not right now, but when it come out, you will see it. I cook some cow liver, because you know cow liver is good for if your blood count is low and all these things. That's what I was told when I was a kid. Oh, we are having a solar eclipse on August 2nd. Oh, wow. Ain't last year we had a solar eclipse? Michael, ain't last year we had a solar eclipse? Was it last year or 2024? When did we have a solar eclipse? We had one before, I think. Hey, Cindy, how you doing? Oh, this one. Oh, this one is rare. Oh, wow. That's very sad. Well, I hope it's. Are we gonna need those kind of glasses? Same way Lisa got style. Say, hey, Queen sister, how are you? Lisa got style. I need to come over there for some of those vegetables soon and very soon. Greetings to one and all. Greetings. Yes, I come on here late because I'm in the background here trying to get some stuff done and everything. Lisa got style, congratulations, the top one fan. He said, I miss you all. Yes, Lisa, I be here sometime on and off, and then in the background, school coming back together. And then sometime by time you get out there in the daytime and drop the kid off, by the time you get back home, run a few errands, the day is already done. Literally done. I haven't been on in a while. Yes, I know because I check to make sure. So if I say, all right, I'm going here every day, I choose to say, okay, I'm going here to watch a video, I'm going here to do this, or just sit in the background and do something. You say, yeah, tough fun. Congratulations, Lisa got style. Guys, make sure she have a content. She beautiful. You can go check her out. She had a nice, beautiful garden, and she know how to make pizza and all of these things. Lisa got style. I got a job for you. I got a job for you. He said, yes, the day is done. Yes, man. By the time you turn around, you drop the kid off. I'm like, what? Where did the day go? And by the time I get back home, family, I ain't gonna lie. You see, by the time I get back home, by the time I spin on like today I did a quick live and to show some stuff I got from the store. So and by the time I get off that live, I said I was gonna post the video of this car seat, not car seat, the car steering cover that I found at $3. That was so beautiful. I left out this house shortly after that, and I came back home at what time did I come back home? I think almost 8 o'clock. Because I stopped to make sure the kids didn't get time to play. Because, the little one brother would be out all day and stuff. So it's not easy. It's not easy. And then today again, sometimes as parents, even when you put your best foot forward, the camp I get my son in, he went to camp today. And then I see them coming and they hand a letter to me. And I'm like, what is this? That's not the letter I want to talk about, but since he came, we're going to talk about it. I said, what is this? And then when I look, I see they said he was disruptive today. I said, what? They said he was playing, and little did he know not to play with the computer button. So he was playing with it when the kids were trying to go on the computer. He was turning off the buttons. So they're writing him up for that. And that's the first warning. So if he ever do it again or so, then he can be banned from camp or suspended from camp or whatever. So I explained it to him this evening and he got it because he never gone anywhere before to understand all of that. But he got it though. It's gonna be dark for 6 minutes during the eclipse. You know what? As you mentioned that Michael King, is it gonna be everywhere in the United States or some part of the United States? Because I haven't been watching the news lately because I be on the road. So in the morning time I catch up half of the news and then I had to head out. By the time I get up and catch half of the news. So is it gonna be where we have to grab yeah, I still have my eclipse glass from last year, but the $1 million question is where is it? It's in the house, but I have no clue where I put it. I have no clue, so I would have to use some cardboard. I think they said we could use cardboard. And good news, guys. I have something I need to finish up on my channel, but I haven't done. I haven't finished it up. You say same. Oh, you still got yours too. That's good. I'm telling you, I grow like the elderly, store everything. Right now, I got some letter I need to dispose of them. You say, I love good news. You say, good news. Good news. So, anybody remember the 90 day? Because I don't want to have to drag you guys out long if we get to the point. I have some, but I don't know where they are. I don't know either, but cardboard work. Cardboard work, Michael. Remember the good old days they say you get piece of cardboard and cut it out. So cardboard work, it will work for me. He said, at least I think I have them. Okay. He said, tell us, girl, tell us. Don't keep us in suspense for too long. Because then I don't got nothing to drink but some water, hot water. So you remember the other day, anybody who was on my live, let's not say remember, but the other day I did a live, not the other day, one day this week I did a live called, what was that live? A 90-day, 8 minutes live. And I was saying, I'm thankful, blah, 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 so and so. And that very same day, I checked my email and I saw a letter coming from this department. And I'm like, I won't name the department, so we're just going to talk in parables. I'm like, what is this letter for? And then when I checked it out, when the letter came, and I checked it out, I'm like, what? They gonna give me a few dollars to offset the uniform for the kids where I could buy them some clothes or something. I said, ain't God good? Cause I didn't expect nothing. Nothing. I was like, I gotta upgrade their wardrobe and everything. I'm like, nothing. So next month I should be receiving a few cents for, it's not much, but listen, it's better than nothing. You know what I mean? And I'm like, what? I could not believe it. And then from the department it coming from, I could not believe it. I'm like, okay, okay. Is this for real? So I have to wait till next month to see if this is for real. You know what I mean? So I'm like, Lord, won't you do it? You say you always come through, not on my time. You know what I mean? So, because the kids ain't going to get back to school, they didn't get anything for their birthday or anything. So, this is be a great time to get them something special because it's going to be their time. You know what I mean? So, that was very good. I got the letter and it said, I don't want to name the department that did it. So, but I'm grateful, you know what I mean? And I'm saying that morning I was here and I said, you remember what I said? Oh, if you know that, like we say, he always provide at the right time. Yes, man, he's an on time God. He said, our God is an on time God. You remember that morning, and I think, you know what? When I got off live, I was looking at my another phone, and somebody was saying, "What kind of live was this?" But brother or sister, whosoever said that, because when I was on the live, I didn't see it. I only saw one comment. But whosoever was on that live after I checked my other phone, and he said, "What kind of live was that?" I'm here to tell you, I won something. Well, I didn't win anything. I was given something for my kids, and I'm saying, "Wow." And I was singing on the live said, I'm gonna go bed, catch you in the next one. Yes, Michael King, thank you for blessing the stage and as always. So have a good night, Michael. All right, and be safe. And I was saying to myself, wow. And I was singing this song, say, no matter what your circumstances may be, God is always there. Through the sunshine, through the rain, God is always there for me and for you. He's always there, just not on our time, you know. He said, you be safe too. Thank you so much. God bless you all. Who's one of my son is coughing? One of my kids is coughing. Let me get him some medicine. Because one of them is in the water swimming all day long. Hey, thank God they put this new feature on because you don't want to see how I look like a tool. Who is coughing? Oh, Jaden. Oop, let me lock this window here. I don't want nobody to look at it. Hey, I don't want nobody to look at it. You coughing? It's okay. You're not feeling well? Okay. Let me rub you up for baby. Give me a second there, fam. Let me rub up that boy. Come on, baby. You're going to feel better. Come on. Yes? Let me rub your chest up so you can feel better. This will help your chest. And then I got to get you your medicine. If you look a bit better, let me put some behind your ears. Okay? Love you. Is it hot in here? You want the AC on? I'm going to stay in here. Just do finishing up. Yeah, I want the AC on. Huh? Yeah, I want the AC on. You want to turn on? Yeah. Okay, let me turn it on because it's very hot in here. Don't. Huh? I turn this on and when it cools down, I turn it on high. When it cools down, then I will do that. No, you don't need no fan on. Because if the AC is on, then the AC gonna work. Alright? Okay? Try to lay back down. Is Amir asleep? Okay. I'll be in here shortly. Got you? Love you? Alright, lay back down. Because you're up all day. Get one of your beers and you lay down with your beers. Oh, wait, let me give you the medicine. Let me give you some of the cough medicine. Ah? I come in, let me get you the coffee. Ah? I didn't hear you. Who? I didn't have to give you the medicine yet, so you're not going to help it. Or you want, it's not allergy, obviously, because you're playing the water in the swimming. Because you're out there swimming in the daytime, and then when you don't dry yourself off properly when you put on your clothes back, and all that soaking of water will get you sick. That's why I give you a towel and I say use it to dry, but you soak the towel in the bag. You get bored of using it, but you're gonna have to practice being a young man, okay? Everything come with practice and patience, okay? Yeah, but you gotta be. I understand you want to say, "Oh, I'm a man," but man gotta dry off too. Cause if you don't dry off, you get wet and sick and moldy as well too. Okay. But anyway, go put your head down and go take a nap. The heat is on. The AC is on in your room. I don't got nowhere else. I just have it in here. Okay, let me go get it. My security guard said, "What about the cough medicine?" So I was singing this song. Where is that medicine? I take it up. You know, sometimes you take something up and you don't know where your hand put it. Where did I put it? I had no clue where I put it. Because I like to hide stuff. Let me see if I got so many medicines up in here. Probably giving the cough. Yes. Sorry, the family. Me there. I try to look for the one little medicine here. Me I try to look for. Yeah. Where is it? See, that's the problem with hands. You know, you put on something sometimes, and I put it on with the right hand because I'm righty, and then when I'm looking for it, it look like I'm lefty but right. Lefty. Oh, sit here. Sit here. Just a little patient. Come on, boss. Okay, let's try and get some sleep now. Okay. Got it. Oh, the Vicks help you a little bit to clear up your chest. It barely help you. I mean, if you go sleep, your time expire. Lay down. And why you have all those jingle bells up there and no Christmas? Alright, let me go finish up. We'll come in there shortly, okay? I love you. Yeah. Yeah, the heat turn on, family. The heat turn up. So yes, family. So I'm saying now, let me see. Let's see. This is Michael King say, God bless you all. Blessings to you, Michael. Have a good night's sleep. Lisa God say, yes, take your time. Yes, thank you so much, Lisa, and congratulations for the top #1 spot for tonight live. Lisa God say, he will get better soon. Don't worry, kids get better fast. Yes, thank you so much, Lisa God style. Give him the medicine, and when he sleep, it will help with the fan to cool him down. Yes, thank you so very much, and thanks to everyone so much for your patience and for your understanding as well. Yes. So yes, family, I'm telling you. So when I received that letter, I couldn't even believe it. I could not believe it. It was shocking. But like I said, it's not a whole lot, but it's better than what I would have in my pocket currently in my pocket. If that makes sense. All right. So that's good. And then I checked my mail today again, and I found another letter in my mail, but I don't know how this one is gonna go yet. But I gotta wait first before I mention this one. So I gotta wait first. I gotta see what they want. I haven't opened it yet, so I gotta wait first and then see what that one want. And then once that, if so be the case, I just do that into a short. I don't need to keep talking about no letter. it's it's that mean every letter we get now we're gonna talk about it, and I ain't gonna talk about the light bill. You know what I mean? Like today, anybody ever see the operator that call you and you can't answer the operator just keep talking and you can't put in a word, and the operator called me about your light bill is about to be due, so and so, you need to do this, you need to do that, and I said I already paid it, I already paid it, I already paid it. And the operator that listening to me, that I'm there saying to the operator, is I'm so happy to hear that great news. It is amazing. Yes, man, and it come right on time. Back to school time. Right on time, Right on time. And then it's so funny. Oh man, when it come that day, I don't know which day it's gonna come yet. If it's the beginning of the month or the middle of the month, I don't know. But hopefully come the beginning of the month of next month, because I'm gonna go down to this place where I normally go shop sometime, and I'm gonna be in that area early up in the morning. Lisa got style busting out laughing. Yes, man. Cause the operator, he keep talking to you, and you already pay your bill, and you trying to tell the operator, I already pay my bill, I already pay my bill. But it's like what they call it, automation, auto, whatever they call it. Let me just say automatic, so you can reply to it, automative or something like that. And I'm out there telling it, I already pay my bill, I already pay my bill. So we're still in the old school arena where you answer the operator, you're not supposed to. You're just supposed to listen. Yes, family, so I'm telling you, so the good news, I'm telling you, won't he do it, man? I'm telling you, it's so hilarious sometimes, when you're least expecting. This is school start in Canada September 6th. Well, actually, over here, the youngest one going back to school by the first week in September. As a week spit out, he gone back to school. I need to check the other one calendar to see exactly when. Probably September 6th he go back to school. I need to check that calendar. And then the and then the and then September, I would be celebrating 4 years of me learning to drive, and got a car the same time. Shortly after I learned to drive, I get a car within the same month. So I learned to drive this in September, got my license in September, and then got the car follow shortly after. And then 4 years of hiccups. Literally 4 years of hiccups. But we never give up. 4 years of hiccups, family, 4 years. And but such is life, you know what I mean? Such is life. Such is life. It come with how we live sometimes. And sometimes it don't come with how we live. It just come with what we're faced with. Lisa got to say congratulations. Thank you so much, Lisa Godstar. Listen, I'm not properly dressed right now, so I'm gonna show you this thing that I got at Family Dollar. I know a lot of females like bling bling steering wheel. I get the box and downstairs, so I'm gonna quickly turn my camera up and show it to you. This $5 at This was from Dollar Tree. And I know a lot of female like bling bling. I put one on my steering wheel. It's so beautiful. Very easy to put on too. I thought it would be harder. So check on the Dollar Tree. Save on the seat there. Save price there $5. So nice and blingy. You know. Nice and blingy. So you say I love it. Yes, Dollar Tree. So I was supposed to show you guys in that video I did earlier, the live I did about budgeting. Well, it was really a budgeting video, but since we were mentioning budgeting, it was showing you the stuff I bought. But since I was mentioning about budgeting and how we can, as parents, we can do so much to offset certain things so we don't have to be stressed out about the essentially major things that we need in terms of the house itself, not clothes wise, but the house itself, like chemicals and stuff that you need to clean up with, whether bed, whether clean the dishes or so. So I just title that as how to budget, whatever. That's what come to my mind to tackle it as. So that's what I tackle it as. Lisa say, I love it. Amazing. Congratulations, Lisa, for the top fun spot for tonight. And congratulations also to all the likers, the sharers, the commenters, the well wishers, the subscribers, every single body, the silent partners, everybody who is viewing the video, everybody who is just sitting and chilling, which are the viewers who are just sitting and chilling. And to everyone who new to the channel, welcome. You know what I mean? I might not have everything to offer you guys because I'm still navigating my way. You'd be surprised to know I'm a chatter. It doesn't mean everything I know. You know what I mean? I'm still mapping my way around everything and everything and anything. You know what I mean? I'm still mapping. So we just have to keep going, keep learning, keep developing, keep strengthening, and all these things. Yes, man. That's how we gotta keep going. We're not giving up, okay? So anybody have a channel out there to just keep going. Make sure you keep clocking in. If I watch time you're looking, you just tell yourself, so when do you want to get your watch time done and over with? Put that time in. When you're in, put that time in so that you can show up and do some great things. You're doing great. Thank you, Lisa Godstyle. I appreciate you so much, my dear. Appreciate each and every one. You see? Jamaican like to say manners, love, and respect. And resilient queen sometimes I got no manners, but that's how we were brought up. Manners, love, and respect. Okay, we have to have manners, love, and respect to all the elderly growing up. Everybody, to everybody. But that's how we brought up. Whether we have manners or not, just say manners, love, and respect. Say become a part of us. It's embedded. Manners, love, and respect. Nothing now minus. We'll keep going. I mean, we have little hiccups down the road here, but hopefully everything should be okay. We're going. I'm grateful though. I'm grateful, because at least I don't have to worry. Said where certain things is gonna come from because I was talking to them about certain things. My kids and they're very understanding. The little one now he notice him now when he wants stuff he kind of bossing me around. You see, it will be yes, man. It will be. And as they say, what is to be must be. And they say, what is for you, you will get. In spite of the that, we will get it. So in spite of all the circumstances, he said, come let us pray all day, come let us pray all night. In spite of everything, what is for you, you will get. So in spite of all our circumstances, nothing come on our time, but on the Lord's time, you know. So God is going to open doors for you. Thank you so much, and I pray that He will open doors for all of us that is going and keep working and keep pushing by clocking yourself in. Whatever you're doing, whether it's a 9 to 5 and you're showing up at a job and you might not feel well sometimes, you may feel sick or anything, but I would recommend anybody out there, if you're going through anything and you aspire to be anything in life, just don't give up. It will never stop. Just keep believing. Yes, man. Yes, Lisa, we got to keep believing and keep the dreams alive, keep our mindset alive, keep everything up. You know what I mean? When the negative come, we can have the positive thoughts. You know what I mean? Because sometimes through the negative, you find the positive. Because it's like you sit here and you say, but what am I doing? Instead of me get up and do this, you see all the negative, you were sitting down, feeling lazy. And then all of a sudden, you just take a 360 turn and say, but wait, what am I doing? Why am I sitting down when I should be doing this? It's a child. I'm so tired. You hear some people say, child, I'm so tired. You wouldn't even know it, but I got stuff to do. You know what I mean? But the good thing is as soon as we become aware, we can fix things, by talking to Him. And I have to say, thank God for the people He put around me. You know what I mean? Whether the good, the bad, and the indifference, because I learned so much from everybody. You know what I mean? Because everybody have something unique to offer. And for me, I love learning. Sometimes I'm hard headed with learning because when I want to do certain things my way and I can't get to do it that way, it's like stuck, you're stuck in mud or you're stuck in this. Yes, that was me. Yes, man. You know what I mean? Sometimes you're stuck in the you're stuck in mud, you're stuck in anything. Not to say that you're not comprehending nothing. It's just that sometimes the way you want to do stuff, sometimes you have to tell yourself, like, hey, you don't have enough knowledge yet. You don't have enough understanding yet. Wait till you master the basics. You know what I mean? And then sometimes you don't wait because you want to jump too far, and then you jump too far now, and then you realize that, hey, sometimes you have to slow down. You're like, slow down, speed bump. Because if you don't slow down, everybody ever go over a speed bump and you don't slow down, or you didn't know it was there. You know how high that car go or that truck, and it jerk your whole of your life out. So it's life though, family, and I have to say thank God for everything. But family, I know it's late, so for anybody who was here, you have to leave. I appreciate all of you for coming. I appreciate all of you for stopping by. I was just talking about the letter there. That was good news right there. And I was saying, wow, that they was saying no matter the circumstances, you know. And little did I know my circumstances was gonna turn into something phenomenal. Little did I know. But as he said, he give you a glimpse of the future. And right there, that same day when I checked my mail and I saw the letter, I'm like, I opened it down there because I was shocked. I'm like, what? You know? So no matter what the circumstances may be, you know what I mean? He give you a glimpse of the future. Just don't know what was the glimpse of the future until you see what present to you, the outcome. When you see the outcome, you say, wow. And that same morning, in same day, I literally said, "Oh my!" So when he said he give you a glimpse at the future, cause that morning I was so, you know when something good come in your way, guys, you feel different. It's like even when you get up and you feel you're not so yourself, you feel it. Same way when something good come in your way, you feel it, but you can't tell where that feeling is coming from. You can't tell where you get that ball of energy. You can't tell nothing. But you just know that you feel a certain way, and it can't words can't express it. You say, I live in an apartment for 16 years. Then God opened doors for me I never know could be opened. My God, ain't he good? That's a blessing. 16 years. That's a blessing to live in an apartment. I don't know if I would live in this one for 16 years because with all the noise up in here, I'm getting all you will be paying chicks on me. Sit up back, coach. Congratulations for the top 2 position. I say, hey, Queen, how you doing? Greetings, sit up back, coach. How you doing? I was in your live tonight and I hear you were saying something about the Lord, and I was there in the background. I was trying to cook my cow liver too because I was going through and visiting a lot of channels, and I'm going through, and I said to myself, Amen. I said, thank you, Jesus. I forgot what you were saying. You were saying something, and right there and then I just opened my mouth and I said, thank you, Jesus. Because sometimes when you hear something sometime and you can relate to it, sometimes you just have to say, Amen. You have to just say amen, or you can just say, thank you, Jesus. Because sometimes it's only one word we need to say out of our mouth. Every day when you ever go somewhere or into anything, and somebody try to, what they say, like piss you off or something, and the way you would want to go, but that's not the word, and you just say, Lord, deliver me. Take this case and give me the pillow. You know what I mean? So I'm telling you, the Lord is always working, just in ways that no one would anticipate. But for everyone that is out there, you think you don't have a breakthrough, or you're praying for your breakthrough. Breakthrough will come. Don't worry about it. As long as you are working and you're putting in what you need to put in, and God will know who needs the help. He's not a God that of mistake or confusion. He know when you need the help, and he don't come on our time. So we have to bear that in mind. So even when we pray today and say, God, can't you send look him rain? Can't you send something to cool on the planet? He ain't gonna send it on our time. He's gonna send it on his time. Because he's the commander in chief. So he's the ruler, he's the author. I like to say he's the author and the finisher of my life, you know what I mean? He created me, which is the author, and he will finish my life when he needs to finish. That means I'm done, finish and publish. So when I'm finished and published, that is it, you know what I mean? As a songwriter that says, since there is no more you, there is no more anniversary, you know what I mean? Even though they're talking about a breakup, but sometimes you have to flip some of these things that you see people talk about and just tighten into your reality. Since there is no more you, then there is no more nothing about you now. It's just a story left, you know what I mean? There's like a puzzle, a book. He said God always brings certain people together to teach and learn from. There's always a message. Yes, man, Lisa, there's always a message. Even this evening when I was listening to you, you were talking and he said just to keep going and we don't give up. And, all the people were asking you these questions and everything, and I was saying you're a jack of all trade. Okay, sometimes people will look at you and say, okay, this person always just dressed up, but there's a lot behind dressing up. You know what I mean? It take a lot out of somebody to just get up every day and dress up. It's like a artwork. It's like getting up every day and you gotta wash the dishes and you're like, you again? Yes, yes, me, it's me again. You know what I mean? You eat out of me every day, so yes, you're gonna see me again. You know what I mean? You know what I mean? So such is life. But we just have to keep going, family, and keep pressing on. Don't give up. Sometimes we're gonna have speed bump in the way. They're not meant to harm you, they're just meant for you to keep going. Not all speed bump meant to harm you. And sometimes you have to chant. Sometimes you have to let people know how you're feeling, because a lot of time we don't let people know how we're feeling. The other day I was having a few conversation, and from the other day everybody are having conversation with, not on the YouTube platform. I heard they saying that, you know what, I think as parents we need to start be honest with what we're going through, so that better help can arrive for us. Because when we're not honest with what we're going through, the challenges we face are, so nobody really know. It's like somebody, you hear somebody say, but if you had asked me, I could have helped you with those kids if you were struggling. You know what I mean? Somebody's always out there, but if we don't open our mouth and say something in the correct way, because remember they said it's not what we say, it's how we say it. Nobody will ever think that you're in a dying crisis if you're not coming out and say exactly what is going on. You know what I mean? Bit by bit of information. Not everybody beat around the bush. Not everybody read between lines. You know what I mean? Even though you have line of latitude and all this, that's just with the planet, not with people mind. You know? There is one girl who comes in my life, and I don't know if it is a fake account asking me 100 questions and out of timing. Wow. Well, you're gonna always get one troll who just curious. Everybody is curious, and you're gonna have people from all part of the world, and that's one thing I understand. You're gonna have people from all part of the world that never seen certain things before, never know that things exist in a certain way before, because their way of life is not everybody way of life. It's just like my way of life is not everybody way of life, and everything. And even today I was saying to myself, yeah, I said, you know what, I am talking, but I'm asking myself these questions today. And I said, but I am talking, I'm alive, but am I communicating? You know what I mean? Because I said to myself, because me, I'm my biggest critics in terms of trying to find ways to adjust myself to be better. And I'm saying, yes, I am talking, and people see that I am talking, but am I communicating? If that makes sense, you know what I mean? So with that, Lisa, people coming from all background, different ways of life. I remember when I just come to over start traveling overseas, and I see people with all, for example, long hair. Oh, we Jamaican love somebody with a long hair. I don't know about anybody else, but I know for sure we see somebody with a long hair, we like a little kid again. Can I touch it? Can I play with it? It's just so fascinating. I'm just using that as an example because there's many more to things that we fascinated by growing up as children. I mean, the younger generation is not like that, but maybe the older generation would be a much more curious into seeing things because they may never seen it before. Sometimes you might say, what kind of fruit is this? Even though you would say, oh, but it's a modern fruit. Oh, it's a traditional fruit. It's not traditional for everybody. You see what I'm saying? Because when I come to America, I had to learn about a lot of fruits that I've never seen. You know, dragon fruits and all these things. I heard of them, but I never actually see them. What I mean? Reading is like reading and seeing is two different things. Because when you actually see the things for yourself, then you say, oh, because you get to sample it if you want to sample it. You get to try stuff. You know what I mean? And that's why I think it's so good with the diverse kind of culture that YouTube brings to the platform. Buja Vlog, how you doing? Congratulations for the top 3 top fans right here tonight and this live. Congratulations to Lisa Godstyle for holding down the #1 spot, and for Sinap back for coming through, and for Buja Vlogs. And I think he's all the way out of India. Are you from India, Buja? So so we have a diverse background. So sometimes, and that's why some of the time I read comments and I have to say, is this person being rude, or is just where they're coming from? Mind you, not everybody in that culture would be texting rude stuff. No culture, all everybody is the same. You know what I mean? Every culture, you're going to have a mixture of everything. You're going to have the good, the bad, and the indifference. Every culture. That's right across the board. I don't care where you're from, what walk of life you're from. Everybody going to have somebody in their cultures who nice, who good, who bad, who everything. You name it, you rub it. It's like seasoning. You name it, you rub it in. Rub it into your meat. If it tastes good, it tastes good. If it yak, it just yak. You know what I mean? So she asked me if I blocked her if I don't answer over and over. Wow. And sometimes it could be troll. Sometimes it could be troll. Trolls are trials. They are temptations. Sometimes they will say things, especially if, let's say, you were talking about something and the comment going fast, because some lives, like your life, you have people keep constant communicating, like conversing in the chat. So you might stepped over a live and somebody will say, wait, you don't see my question, why you don't read it? I've been in this lady live and she got like 100 and something thousand people, 140 something thousand people subscribe, and there was this troll in there saying, why you jumping over my message, why you don't read it? And sometimes, to be truth be told, your head could be up, or you turn your head away, or you walked away and talking, or you doing something but not looking directly at the phone. You know what I mean? Then she asks if I hate her. Wow, that person probably struggling with something for her to be asking if you hate her, because it's hard to hate somebody that you don't know, like personally know. It's hard. And then she says she's pregnant 100 times. That's a troll. That gotta be a troll. Who go announce I'm pregnant 100 times? I'm pregnant. I'm pregnant. Take it, turn into a music. I'm pregnant. I'm pregnant. Oh, I was so private when I was pregnant. Not even the dog could come close to me. How private I was when I was pregnant. Oh yes, I did not announce my pregnancy till late. A lot apart when I know everything was safe and sanctified and no turnaround, is full speed ahead. Uh-uh. All these announcements, because when you're pregnant, it's life and death situation. So who does that? You gotta wait till you're synchronized, like a whole. He's no more slipping and falling and tripping, and you know what I mean? As my man the song would have be saying, I'm slipping, I'm tripping. No, there's no more slip and fall no more. You know, then she says, tell everyone I am pregnant. She probably wanted to hype your life up. That gotta be hyping up your life. When somebody come in, sometimes they want to hype your life up or make you detour, what do you call it, distract from what you were trying to say or anything. So sometimes that either they hyping up your life to bring in more people, because you might have response to it. Depending how you respond to it, then it can attract more people or so forth. So Lisa got style busting out laughing, but it's true, man. Charmaine, you boss, a good night, girl. How you doing, my dear? Good night. Bless up yourself. You say I'm laughing so hard. Hush, Lisa, hush. But no, I believe, especially when it's the first child, I don't announce. A matter of fact, my two child, I did not announce nothing till the latter part of my pregnancy, because I'm like, what? No, because for me, I'm old school. I grew up in the traditional way of you wait first, because you don't know what the outcome of anything gonna be. So before you start, I know, hey, I'm pregnant. Then you can imagine when you lose that child, how you gonna feel? you're gonna be torn apart from the floor up. You know what I mean? So certain things I like to keep it because I think those things are, it mean closeness, because when you have a child, I think it's supposed to be a bond between you and the creator of that human being that is carrying inside of you. When you reach a latter part like 6 months onward, then yeah. But sometimes it can be so difficult because you know it's difficult. And then you don't want to announce it to the whole no sorry. My pregnancy was, I know my pregnancy was life and death. When I mean life and death, I take pregnancy as a life and death situation because you're carrying a life in you and anything can happen. Even when you go to have the baby, anything can happen. And you have a lot of people who never come back to even hold their baby, and the baby is still here, don't see their mama. So certain things, I think it should be secret, and that's just my opinion. Wait. So the top fans them are not playing. At least are still a holding number one spot. Charmy a newborn girl. I am up watching TV. Yes, you're up in the top three positions. So congratulations. Buja Vlog got number two. Hey, you not playing now. You not play at all. So no bless up on yourself, man. All the top fans, but certain things that should be secret between you and your father, especially when I would say also to females who wait in their latter years to have children too, keep that as a secret between you and your father and your partner and your closest friends and family until, the latter part where, you know, yes, you say, okay, you feel comfortable now. Your intuition will tell you when you're very much comfortable to announce if you have platforms to do that because sometimes that's the attachment that come with a lot of stuff when you're pregnant and backlash and all these things. Your peace of mind is more important to go deliver that poor baby that you're going, oh, pain, doctor, pain. Oh, I hate you. Some people say they hate the man. So, what I mean? You want to keep that peace alone. You know what I mean? I'm telling you. Yes, man. I am sending the hearts. Thank you, Lisa Godstyle. Bless up, man. Oh, my God. So, I'm telling you. So, certain things should be secret until you're comfortable to do so. Not because you want to do so, but until you and your father is comfortable enough. That means you connect with him. And he said, okay, my daughter, it is time. Okay, are your partner comfortable with it and everything? You know what I mean? It's a blessing to have children, but then you don't want to count your egg before you hash it, because when you count it before you hash and then you see devastation, then some people don't recover from it. They go into some depression that they never heal from. You know what I mean? And it's tough, and they will tell you all too well what have they done wrong and what they think they should have done. The ones who have like miscarriages or so, what you think they will tell you that the first mistake they did was count the eggs before you hash. Can't count your eggs before you hash, baby love, especially when you're your first child. You want to you want to try water nice and slow, baby, slow and steady, baby. Take all the rest, eat up a healthy food, relax, chillax, and just enjoy that bonding moment with you and your father. Because that's a connection you're going to have with your father right there, because it's a life and death situation, baby. It's a life and death situation. It's like you're running a race, and even though you're in the position to win the race, cause you're in the lead, doesn't mean somebody can beat you. You see what I'm saying? So you can't even count. Say, yeah. I remember so many people when they're close to the finish line, they stop, slow down, and everything, and then they look, they see third power just walk past them, and they turn around and say, "What? How did he get back?" No, they have to keep doing the replay. You ever see all those replay they have to be doing all the time? So certain things should be secret. That's just my take though. You know what I mean? A lot of things that I learned in life, I said to myself that thank God I did that, because you never know the outcome of how things would go. And you add more stress to your unborn child, you add more stress to your life. Thank God when I had kids, I was on YouTube. I was on YouTube, but I didn't have nothing going on, no channel, nothing. No, when I mean channel, no channel post, nothing or anything. So I'm glad for that. He said, good night, everyone, girl. I will call you tomorrow, okay? All right, bless up yourself, Charmaine. Appreciate you. Thank you. So, certain things, you know what I mean? Because your blessing is I look at it differently. I don't know if it's because of the way I was raised to look at life in a way that because I was running for years, family, and anybody know when you do sports or so, it's a tricky situation. You might not have no children. You're probably because of all. I think they say your muscle mass and all these things. So sometimes if you want to have children, you might have to take off a time or so. It's not for everybody, in terms of with the muscle mass and whatever. Some people take a little longer time to get pregnant or so. So when you get pregnant or so forth, if you're out there, you're trying, as the songwriter say, I'm tripping, I'm rapping, or whatever you're tripping and doing or whatever, you know what I mean? To get there, you wanna keep that. You wanna keep that as a secret because you announce early and then you don't know what the outcome gonna be. You know what I mean? So and then sometimes your peace of mind is better be let people say, wait, you have a baby? Yes. You didn't know? Because I didn't post it. You know what I mean? But to each his own, though, and it depends on how you do your life, too. But for the first 6 months of your pregnancy, I don't think you should announce it till going on probably close to 7 months or so. Okay, you can have a 7 month baby. Anybody know that they know you can have a 7 month baby or so. Sometimes you have them look a bit more premature, but that's it. Those are this a life and death situation. So I don't play with certain things because it's a life and death situation. You know, I've been in the hospital with girls going into her baby, the baby alive, they didn't come out. So it's life. It's a life and death situation. I remember even when I found out I was gonna get a C-section with the little one, guys. You don't know how much I prayed. I remember I'm going into I was my due date was the 17th of August. And my head water broke from 6 o'clock in the morning. And when I go in the hospital, I checked myself in the hospital and I told them, I said, listen, I want to try naturally first. And they say, okay, whatever you say is amen, but we will do. But if certain times are gonna run out, we have to, and the baby don't come by so and so, and if you don't dilate by such and such time, we have to do an emergency C-section. And by the 18th of August, my son, they had to rush me to the emergency room around 4:30 in the morning. And then say, well, this time you have a life and death situation. You have to make your mind up. Because they give me all the way from the 17th, all the way till 4:30 in the morning. They say, no, it's a life and death situation because the water already gone out your system already. When I mean gone out, most of it already leak out. The headwater broke early from 6 o'clock, the 17th of August. And he said, you know what? This is a life and death situation. So it's either one of you die or one of you live. It's either or either. One got to be saved, you know. And you know who they mostly will save. If anybody know who they gonna save, you know who they gonna save, not you. They might save the baby. They might save the baby most time. You never know. You know what I mean? And when they put me in that, I said okay, and I had to give them consent to do that. You know that you have to give them consent, and I said okay, because at this time I talked with my father, and he said this time, and I remember I'm going in that theater there, and I remember I was finding myself praying, and when you cry, but you're not cry, you're not cry the ugly tears, but the tears are run down your eye, but I know the ugly tears, cause you don't want nobody see how ugly you be when you cry. So me the body bougie crying, you know what I mean? I'm just say, Lord, take the case and give me the pillow. And I remember I said, Lord, please give me this chance because I need to come back out to see my son Jaden, and I called Jaden name. And then I turn around right in after the prayer. Our mouth is something. I'm gonna tell you how our mouth is something. And yes, Lisa God style. I'm telling you, God bless our heart. Garrett M866GE says, "Sup, what's up? I'm doing good. I'm doing good. Bless up yourself." And I remember I'm praying and I said, God, please let me get back home to go see my son Jaden. And then after that, the mouth just did a 360 turn, and I said, little boy, because now I know what kind of baby I'm having, because I already told myself I know what baby I'm having. Now I turn around the little mouth that was praying to God, and I said, you're telling me that I begged you not to give me a C-section, and you couldn't come to my family. Remember, and the girl was just a praying. I said, God, please let me go back home to see my son Jaden. And all of a sudden, me turn upon the baby, which I the big head one in here now, the big head. But good thing he never born by no V, because if he didn't born by the size of his head, but then that trouble, but hey, but I have a water hole. The size of that the big head. But the size, and I see why I never have him through. I said to myself, I see the reason why he didn't want to come down there, because he know he was going to do some damage. He was going to be a tornado down there. Yes, man, but I turned him out around. Remember I tell you, he said he know we mouth. I turned my mouth around and I said, little boy, look how I begged you. I talked to you and I begged you not to come that way. I said, please come natural. I said, your brother come natural and I need you to do the same. Oh, the boy said, nope, I don't come with no manual. I come the way I want to come. And that's exactly the way he wanted to come. That baby made his mind up. I'm going to cut you up. And that's what he did. That's what that little big head did. I'm telling you. So I got a professor up in the house now. I got a professor up in the house. So that's why they said all children are unique. They all come different, all come different. I have a cousin, by the way. She have twins, and this is how her twin came. She have one naturally, and the other one they had to take from her. No, I'm telling you, children. You're pregnant with twins. You have one naturally, and the other one you have to take, because they were in two different sack, I guess. But I'm telling you, life is what it is. It is what it is. But such is life, though. But I'm just certain things. I tell myself that it's a blessing to have, and it's also a blessing to keep as a secret until the right time. Time is the master. Time waits on none of us, but you should keep it as a secret until you have enough strength in you and enough foundation to lay on. And thank God, I never have to worry much. My first pregnancy, I didn't have to worry much about nothing. Not a God thing. You know what I mean? Because he got me, just the second one was a little bit more challenging. Well, the first one damaged my pelvis, so I was considered high risk because I was so skinny when I was pregnant with the first one, the big one. The first one, firstborn, I was a very skinny little lady. I was very petite. They say bon appetit. I was very small. I mean small. When I was pregnant with him, I looked like a spare tire. Behind me was a spare tire. Like I borrowed somebody's spare tire. I went flat on the road, and all I had was spare stomach and one little long, mager, skinny face. Yes, man, pregnancy do me bad. I did not like pregnant for a second. And this huge plank pumpkin belly in front of me with I used to laugh after myself. I said, no AZ. No AZ. Every AZ I got was at the front. I see why I still have a bang over. I have the biggest stomach. My stomach was so huge. I didn't have no really sickness still. All I did, I couldn't, I had a mouth on me. That's all. If anybody know you have a mouth on you. But I'm telling you, the first pregnancy I was automatic, skinny. We call it automatic in Jamaica when you mean you're skinny. I mean nothing wrong with somebody saying you're skinny then. Automatic is skinny, matic. And then I had the baby, and the baby just pushed my little flat AZ right up top in front of me, like, hello, come to the front. Come to the front of the line. And I had pure stomach. And then when I had him, I gained some weight. I said, I look good with the weight. I gained some weight, and then I think a few months after, I lost all that, and was doing good until I have this one. Then I gain all these fat neck, double chin, hot cross bun, big stomach. You know what I mean? Can't want to get you raise it because the second one stretch your belly after you have a baby. I mean, and then I had a C-section, so they told me to wear the band, but I couldn't manage the band much. It was too tight when I put it on, so I couldn't wear it. So I didn't wear much of a trainer. I was supposed to wear it, but I couldn't manage it much. It was doing something to me. I couldn't, so I had to go the way I could. But you know what? You still thank God for your blessing, but because they are yours. They're yours. I'm just telling you how I was laughing after myself. Because you got to laugh after yourself sometimes. Just the things you have to go through to bring forth a child. Sometimes you start wobble like you're tired about to run off of the road. When you can't tire about to lose, about didn't screw on properly. And so you start wobbling at the latter part of your pregnancy. You call it dip or fall back. You dip, you fall, you dip, you fall, dip or fall back. But such is life, though. Everybody pregnancy journey is different. Everybody way of doing, bringing forth a child is gonna be so different. You know what I mean? The only thing that gonna be different is the way they come into this world. They come here either by a C-section or they come here naturally. So that's the two way they can come here, by a C-section or naturally. Not through your mouth, not nothing else. Just by a C-section or naturally. So that's the only difference. You say yes, what the human body goes through is amazing. Yes, man. So amazing. Oh my God. The only thing I would say to anybody who don't have children and planning to have children, get your mental right. Be mentally prepared for if you know you're gonna have a child. Because if you don't, after you have baby, all the stuff you go through pregnancy can become post depression for you. You stress, the agony and the pain, yes. Then all those stress that you endure while you were pregnant, whether arguing with people, whether stressed out about the things that weren't done or taken care of, or worried about what people saying, or so you have to shove those things to the back of the line so you can have a healthy, safe pregnancy. You can't worry about everything that people gonna say. You can't gullible. You can't collect every negative thing somebody gonna say when you're pregnant, because it's life. You have to take care of your mental. So that's one of the biggest advice I would have for anybody that's gonna have children. Make sure you get your mental right. And if you think that you never signed up for this stress that's gonna come with anything, start getting to parenting classes so you can gain some knowledge and everything. And so forth. And the fun fact, I was in a parenting class and they were teaching us that sometimes what is the possibility of they call we have pre and post class. And they were saying what is the possibility of us sometime after we have baby, what can happen. And they were talking about preeclampsia. They were talking about several things, but the only one that affect me was preeclampsia with the younger one. I don't know what affect me with the first one. I mean, 'cause everything was just irritable. After you become a mom, just picture a dog. I'm sorry to use a dog, but just picture a dog. You ever see a dog that just have puppy and you go there trying to take that puppy? Just imagine how that dog just snatch you, probably would have bite you. That's how some mothers are. We are so protective of our kids, especially your first child. What? You were like a helicopter mama. Even your auntie and your uncle or your sister and your brother will hate you at some point because they're saying, you act like you're the only one who have baby. You act like nobody else don't have no baby. Why you act like this? Why you saw this? Jason Bishop, you say, hi Queen, greetings, how you doing? Blessed night to you. You know what I mean? So you have to brace for anything, but your mental, you have to block the noise out or anything, because I guarantee you, you're the only one gonna be in that hospital room. Or if you're married, your husband will be there with you, or if you are your partner with, if you're not married, they will be there with you, and they're the one gonna hold your hand. And if they're not there with you, you can't stress yourself out over them, because I'm telling you, you're gonna come out with stress. You're gonna come out with some kind of problem, because after you have baby, you get so attached sometime, and then you start to think back at your life before, as opposed to now when things are going good and all of these things. So you have to be mentally prepared. So that's one thing. And even though you can be mentally prepared, but you never know how things is going to go, because some people have children, get pregnant, and it's a blessing, and some people have children and it's like blessing wasn't blessing for them. You know what I mean? So every to each his own. Everybody way of pregnancy is different, so you can't use everything that I'm going to say to you, but I'm just saying that take care of your mental health. Take care of that, because even at night, just to hear the baby cry, sometimes you're going to get paranoid. You going sometimes you're gonna have dreams that daddy take the picnic and walk and you out there like I want to look a dog. Come on, my picnic, when picnic gone. Not everybody's like that, but I'm just saying. Say, Queen, can you please subscribe to my channel, Jason Bishop? All right, leave me a comment on my one of my videos, and then from there we can take it from there. All right, and congratulations for the top 3 spot. So don't give up, family. Whatever it is in life, just make sure you are mentally prepared. It don't have to be pregnancy alone. It can be anything you're going through, whether dealing with going through your channel, going through a 9 to 5 job, dealing with friends, dealing with family, dealing with relative, dealing with wife, husband, whatever it is. You have to make sure your mental health is right, because I can tell you from my experience and things that I've grown to know now for myself. I tell myself that if I should do all these things again, nope, and oh, no, no. Somebody probably would say, would you get pregnant again? Put the H to the E to the L to the LNOPE. No, 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 nope, no. You know, but is it a blessing to have them? Yes, it's a blessing to have them, but just the price you pay. It's like somebody said, it's a no from me, but man, did you know you're gonna pay the price? You know what I mean? And sometimes you don't pay the price when they're young, you pay the price when they get older. And everybody have kids understand exactly what we're saying. Sometimes you don't pay the price when they're young, but sometimes you pay the price when they get older, because everybody get older and have a mind of their own, baby. The Queen Sister, it was so good to hear you talk, and I love it. Good night, sweet dreams. You have a lot of good wisdom. Thank you, Lisa God Style, and you keep going, my dear. Keep showing up, keep clocking in, so you can get those watch hours and work, and keep the dream alive, keep your spirit alive, and beautiful garden, and always enjoy your videos, enjoy your lives, and your cooking. And do you have a video of how you make your marinating sauce that you make before you go? I need to see how you make that sauce. I was watching you with the pizza the other day. I see you rolling it and all these things and putting all those stuff on there. And I was saying, ooh, all that cheese. That's my favorite. Thank you. Love you so much. Manners of our respect to you, Lisa. And thanks to everyone. I know it's late, and if you have to leave, I understand, because I understand, because it's late at night. So thank you all so much. And if you need in the background and you were here, you say, yes, I will make how to make this sauce. Yes, man. Homemade sauce. Yes, man. So I can check it out. I know a lot of it is online, but I just want to see how you do yours. So, you know what I mean? So manners of our respect to anybody. And if you have to leave, I understand. I tell you guys, you know, Resilient Queen is a chatterbox. And I want you guys to get it, very important to take time to. Yes, I will show you, of course. I would love to. Yes, man. However you do it, whether it's in our video or so, I will watch it. However you do it, whether you do it live, video, short, whatever you do, I'll watch it. So thank you so very much, and you have a blessed night, and congratulations for being the top #1 spot. Hey, somebody just take it from you, but you get it. But hey, Lisa, you really know for driving on. You're not playing with your race. You say, me I head out #1. Lisa say, I'm heading out #1. I was in #1 and I'm heading out with it. Hey man, these top fans not playing. So manners, love and respect to one and all, and to everybody out there, whatever you're going through, just know that you're not alone going through anything in life. Oh, Bishop, you're #2. He says, saw you on my what? And now look at where we are now. Oh, I'm telling you. He said, look at where we are now. The song said, look at where we are now. He always come through for us. Yes, man. So manners of our respect. And congratulations, Jason Bishop, for the top 2 spot, and for Lisa signing off for the night with her #1 spot. So we say congratulations, Lisa God Style, top 1 fan, Jason Bishop. But it was a nice race, and Lisa said, nope, I'm not going out in #2. So sorry for everybody. I'm going out #1. So congratulations to one and all. And just showing up. If you have a channel, just make sure you keep putting out the work, family. Put out the work. I'm telling you, sometimes the people that you support all the times, they're not gonna be there all the time. because especially if they're YouTubers, so you have to keep putting out the work so you can know your community, you can get people to come to your community. 'Cause remember now, you can't just sit and wait on other content creator to come in your channel. That's another thing I learned. You have to go out there and fetch for yourself. Go get your worm, get your bait. Thank you so much, Jason Bishop. And for everybody who's sending all those hearts when you look like when you know me heart no good. Ah, God forbid, I'm just messing with myself. What I mean? So when you go out there and show up for yourself and stuff, and trust me, you will see the people come through for you all. You know what I mean? And I learned that for myself. And it's a proven approach. So don't just sit back and wait, say, hey, I support this content creator and they don't support me. Because I learned that from my journey. You guys see I shared it. When I learned it, when I see me chant and rant, and I had to learn to say, you know what? Sometimes the people who you show up for all the time, they're not the one gonna show up for you. He totally have his people for you, for each and every one of we out there that's gonna be content creators or working towards content creation. You will find your people once you start showing up and you putting out what you gotta put out and all these things, and just do what you gotta do. You say, I love you, my queen, and good night. I love you. All right, Jason Bishop, love you, manners of our respect. So just remember now to leave me a comment under one of my videos so I can go check your channel out. And if I'm not subscribed to you, I can go check you out. All right. So content creators, don't give up. All right. I know it's not easy sometimes, but you can't worry about say, okay, I check this channel out. I'm telling you from my experience what I've gained. I only can share what I've learned. Just like I come out here and I be very honest with you guys by telling you, hey, the way I popped up, I don't like when I do my lives and popped up. I am gonna encourage everybody that when you go and do anything, schedule them. You see what I tell you, because I am understanding. Because mind you, my way of doing stuff might not be a way you would like, or the method I use may not be the method you want to use. You might want to use it every now and then, but you might not want to use it all the time. So if you realize that, you test all method, because it's good to test a pop-up live, and it's good to test the live that you schedule, and that way you can see which one work for you. Does the pop-up work better for me, or does the schedule live work better for me? Because right now I'm doing my assessment of myself, you know what I mean, to see which one work better for me. You know what I mean? If is the because people, I know for so long I'm doing it, people would prefer me just popping up because they know me for popping up. They don't know me for scheduling nothing but a short. They know me to schedule short. They don't know me for scheduling nothing else. Or maybe a premiere. They know me for scheduling a premiere. But they don't know me for scheduling no live. So it can be a while before people start to say, all right, let's check Queen putting live on. And then sometimes you see next thing to time is so of the essence that schedule a live and then you don't meet there, and people could come in and say, but I want to see if she come on. Then they don't see me come on at 12 o'clock or so. That can also make people lose interest. So I'm just telling everybody to make sure you pay attention to your time and everything. Don't be like resilient queen. You schedule something and then you don't happen. I got two kids and I have to play around their time. You see, even when I schedule a live, they went to their bed but they were coughing. So in between I had to stop to make sure my child is okay. You know what I mean? Because by the end of the day, when I end the live, it's me and them again. You see what I'm saying? So encourage you guys to schedule a live sometime every now and then if you want. You do a pop-up live to if you want to test your the rhythm of see how if you a pop-up live versus a what they call it, a schedule live or something. It tests out and see how it work, because even YouTube itself, I do a lot of testing to see what really work or what people are preferred or so even YouTube trying to help us in so many ways, you know what I mean. So do what you gotta do and make sure you're showing up for yourself. You get an extra device if you're going live, and get to do what you gotta do so that you know you're not there alone, you know what I mean. You're not there alone. And don't give up. Don't give up. The right people will come. I remember when I started out my life, I don't even think I got one views on that first video I did. I can't recall getting no views on that video. I don't remember. The first live I did, it was pitch dark. That life was so dark, family, I'm telling you. But won't the Lord do it? He will do it. You know what I mean? As long as you keep showing up, He will send you people to be there for you, okay? So don't give up, family. Don't give up. You know, just keep showing up for yourself, because That's the only thing gonna prove and to work is to show up for yourself. Because if you don't show up, you won't know what will work for you, okay? So you have to show up. Very important. If you don't show up, you won't know what will work for you. Somebody telling me happy birthday, but it's not my birthday yet. It's not my birthday yet, family. I born August the 4th. And my little son born. Probably they watching the video when I said about those birthday stuff. I don't know, but it's not my birthday yet. You know. I born August the 4th, my son born the 18th. My firstborn, I thought he was gonna born the my firstborn, I thought he was gonna born the 4th of August on my birthday. I was praying for him to born on my birthday, but he come when he wanted. He didn't want to come on my birthday. He did not come on my birthday. He come on his time. He come before my birthday. So such is life, you know. But I thank you all so very much. I see to all of the likers, the sharers, the commenters, the well wishers. I'm telling you, words can't explain how you guys showed up for me. Yeah? And that one video that really pushed me to show that people do care for you, girl. They know you have a sharp little witty mouth, but people really do care. Because when I complain about my 0.64 watch time, guys, from there on, I see you guys showed up for me, and somebody would say, "But Queen, you don't got nobody with you." That was not true. That was a fat lie anybody would tell Queen. I say you guys showed up, and that's why I say I have to big up to everybody who the silent partners. I can't leave you guys out because even when I don't see anybody, like a whole bunch of people that people would say, "Oh, you only have 3 people over there, but nobody," you know what I mean? But you guys showed up. I don't know where you guys showed up from, but from wherever you showed up from, whatever walk of life you showed up from, I can only say thank you, Jesus. And that is a testimony that when I talk, I know I need to do a live about 0.64 watch time. You know, to let people understand that when I talked about that video that day, and I didn't title that video, so I said from there on, you all showed up for me so much that it's like doing DoorDash and you complain to DoorDash and said, "Hey, I'm tired of these $2 order," and they start give you a $10 order, $15 order, $20 order, which I don't know if that will happen. You know what I mean? But I'm just saying, the way the Lord work, He know that He will do it for us, but He also said He give us a glimpse of the future. So that means basically when He give us a glimpse, you ever hear you said, "I have a dream, but I don't know why is this dream. This dream is showing me something, but I don't know." Not everybody believe in dream, but you will hear some people every now and then say, "I had a dream, but I don't know what the dream was saying to me." But then when the future fulfill, now you know what the dream exactly was saying to you. You know, so life is so funny. Cause even when I was pregnant with my, was it my oldest or my youngest? Cause with the big one, when they did the ultrasound, he wouldn't open his leg to let they see if he's a male or a female, and everything. And I know I was gonna have a boy. I was so confident, guys. I was that mama that confident. I said I know exactly what I'm gonna have, because from I was a kid, I told myself I did not want no girl. All I want was boys. And everybody said, "Oh, you so confident. So what if God give you the girl? You ain't gonna take?" I said, "Yeah, if He give it to me, I'll take it. But my wish is to have boys." And they couldn't find out if he was a male or female because the way he was positioned in the womb or something. Thank God for technology, anyhow, to look up all up in you. Thank God for technology. And I went back to my, I think my second ultrasound, and they still couldn't find out see him much because he, as I said, he wouldn't spread much. And I said to the lady, the person who was doing the ultrasound, I said, "I know it's a boy." She said, "How you so sure?" I said, "I dreamt, saw that I bring a baby home from the hospital, butt naked, and I climbed up a, um, a hill. I climbed up a hill." This is how I'm telling the lady in the dream. At the place. I said, "I climbed up a hill, bring home a baby butt naked. I mean, butt naked. And all I see was a standpipe looking at me." And she said, "Wow." You sure? And actually, they didn't even sure if it was exactly if a boy or a girl. And I told him, I said, yes, it's a boy. And I think it's the third ultrasound I had to do or so. Then he confirmed, yes, it's a boy. Because she said, you want to know the gender of your baby? I said, yeah. Because the gender of the baby was just going to know between me and the closest person to me, nobody else. You see what I'm saying? So I said, yes, I want to know the gender of my baby. You know what I mean? And I know the gender of the baby, but I already know that I was gonna have a boy. Then when I get pregnant with the second one, everybody was saying, "How do you know you're gonna have a boy?" I said, "Don't worry. I asked God for what I want, and He give it to me. So I'm gonna tell you now. That's what I'm gonna get. I asked Him for a boy, and that's what I'm gonna get, and that's exactly what He gave me. A boy, two boy, one big head that talk back, and the other one silent nigga trouble. You know what I mean? But we all shall come out of it, you know. But it's just that you gotta ask what you want, and you know. As the song say, ask. What they say, I think in the Bible say, ask and it shall be given unto you. Knock and it shall be open. Seek and you shall find. You know what I mean? So you gotta remember now, you gotta seek. So even if you're out there right now, I'm gonna tie it into YouTube while you're out there, you're seeking watch time or you're seeking subscriber. You gotta seek. That means you gotta clock in. You know what I mean? Whatever you gotta do to work on you, you gotta clock in. And by you clocking in is seeking. You're seeking. You know what I mean? That doesn't mean it's every day we're gonna win anything, but at least you're clocking to seek. You know what I mean? So that's how we gotta do. We gotta show up, we gotta seek. And then we gotta ask. It's like somebody say, double tap the live. It's like somebody say, remember to subscribe, remember to leave a comment, blah blah blah. You know what I mean? So if you don't seek, you're not gonna find nothing, you know? You gotta clock in, you know, get the job ball rolling, you know. So that's how we go. Sometimes you're not gonna know how to do everything, but you do it the best way you can. You know what I mean? Because I think a lot of time, a lot of people see somebody doing something and they want to do it that way, but they know they don't have that knowledge yet, and they would not be comfortable the way they can because they want to imitate somebody else. But you have to learn to imitate you. Cause you don't have to beat around the bush for you, cause you already know you. You understand me? But when you have to imitate somebody else and everything, yes, you have to beat around the bush to imitate them. But you have to get them voice right. You have to get this right. You have to get that right. Sometimes you're off track. Sometimes you're this. Sometimes you're unbalanced. Sometimes you know, you're a mixture everywhere. You know what I mean? So, but you have to keep your dreams alive. You know, seek and you shall find. So if you turn on your camera, you're clocking. Whichever time of the day you want to clock in, and you clock in. You know, and you announce your people or whatever, however way you want to do it, you know. Freedom is a must of, you know, you have your freedom to do however way. I can't tell you how to do stuff, I just can make suggestions. Doesn't mean somebody have to take it, you know what I mean. But one thing I learned is that it's better to schedule your videos and so forth. But when I say sometimes do a pop-up live, you could be at an event and you don't want to schedule no video, or your phone is full and you don't feel like doing nothing, then you can always clean the cache and go live, and go live right there and then. And you know, a quick pop-up live or so forth, who come, you know what I mean, you're grateful for them because you're just popping up, so you can't say, oh, nobody not showing up for me, nobody not. I can't complain about that because I didn't schedule nothing. So I mean, you just running a test to see, okay, let me do a pop-up live and see how it work. So if a two-person come or nobody come, you're there. So you're one person. You know what I mean? It's just that you're not gonna count towards nothing, you know, because you're the one who clock in, you know, to get the people them to clock in for you. You know what I mean? But you keep going. You know, the video gonna be out there to generate and to circulate. You know, I shared a video this evening on my channel that I see popped up on my YouTube channel, and that video was done how long ago? And when I did that video, that live when I did it, didn't even get that much views, and over the course, I see it gets so much views now. Not a whole lot, but that's enough that I wouldn't even think of when it just started. You know what I mean? I don't even remember how much I had got on that video when I did that live that night. So it just goes to show that over the course of time while that video is out there, is generating traffic because you clocked in. So in mere fact you clock in, and anytime you clock out, that video is still there. So even though you clocked in and then you say, all right people, I'm gonna leave or so and so, but then you clocked out, but the video is still there clocking in for you. It's still there generating. You know what I mean? So that's why I'm saying to you, just look at life like this. If you don't clock in, that video wouldn't even there generating nothing. Because when I did that video, I think when I got off live that night, because it used to be a midnight video. When I got off live that night, how much people was on that live that night? I don't even remember how many people was there. You know? But just to see the growth of it over the little course. You see, you would say, but that's not big. But it's big for me. You see what I'm saying? Because I didn't expect that people would be trafficking. You know what I mean? So that's why I said I only can share what I understand from myself, from my experience, from what I've seen, and from what I know works best. And then even when you're scheduling a live, if it's not something that's sketchy and intriguing either, you still might not have nobody trafficking you either. You can still get the same regular like what you used to accustomed to. Again, so you have to bear that in mind as well. So even if somebody say schedule your live, if you were doing pop-up live and somebody says schedule your live, are you still getting the same traffic like what you get when you're popped up? Don't feel bad, don't feel alarmed. Just keep scheduling your lives until things get better. Maybe work on different things. A lot of things I don't really know how to do it like that, so I don't worry much. I just do it the best way I can show up. And I'm grateful for everybody that showed up all the time. All my moderators, I'm grateful when they come in here. I'm grateful for them. You see what I mean? Because they didn't have to be here. They didn't have to pop up, and I'm grateful for them. And then I have this moderator and left me out any at all. You know what I mean? He might not be here all the time, but he don't left me out at all. When he get the chance, he be there. When she get the chance, they be there. You know what I mean? Because people got stuff to do. Because the amount of time I popped up, I know they would not be able to keep up with my demand. Because my moderator said, boy, girl, we love you, but you chat, man. You bad for the chatting. You get the gram if you chatting. You know what I mean? So my moderator, them been around me a little while, so they know. So them I say, we not worry. We can't meet Queen demand all the time. And I respect that, you know what I mean? Tell people all the time at 365 days in the year. I don't expect you to always trying to say, I gotta support Queen. No. That's why they have a button called REPLAY. 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 That's a button. Replay. You can always watch replay. And then I don't expect you say if I'm on here for so long, I can tell you this much. I don't expect you all to sit there for the same amount of time I'm gonna be there. I don't expect you to do none of that because that's a position I'm gonna put you into where it's gonna be very rough for you. You know what I mean? So I don't want to put nobody in that kind of position. No, not at all. Not at all. You know, I say time yourself. If you come on Resilient Queen channel and you say, I want to support her or whatever, you time yourself. It's like you go to work, you said, all right, I'm not feeling good, but I am only going to do how much minute there. You're going to spend half a day there. Then you spend your half a day there. And that's you for the day. Because you spend your half a day, you know what I mean? Because you tell yourself what you're going to do. And you do what you say you're going to do. And that's how you're going to survive, you know? Because a lot of time, because why I say that, I don't want people to walk away from my channel and then they say they feel stressed out or anything because sometimes you might come to my channel and you might want to look for food that I don't have or that I can't cook or that I don't know of or that I don't understand yet. I'm still navigating my novice way. You know what I mean? So I'm still trying to figure it out, and I wouldn't want you to feel like you must come to my channel to think that I gonna have everything under control. I'm a single mama with my 2 kids, and sometimes I'm locked in my own way. You know what I mean? Because I do everything by myself. So Sometimes it's so hard at times just in navigating the whole aspect of everything and balancing and everything. You know what I mean? Worse when you tell yourself if you don't come with no manual, then you definitely don't come with no manual. So so you have to understand. So that's why I'm saying that you have to come and you gotta time yourself. That means that you say, all right, I'm here and I'm only spending a minute or 2 minutes or 3 minutes, and then I'm gonna leave Queen alone or something, or you go on to the next person, because it's not fair for one person to just sit down and say, oh, I'm stressed out when I go here or there. I don't want nobody to feel that way. You know what I mean? Because my intent of my channel is not for people to feel no way, it's for people to learn and grow. And then another thing I will let people know that you can go into people's channel with a negative carnal mindset and expect to come out with a good result. You're not gonna come up with no good result because you're going negative. Oh, I know this is how you can know when somebody going to people channel negative. Oh, I'm going into Resilient Queen channel. I'm going in there to see her, but I know she ain't gonna talk about nothing. I know she don't have anything to offer. Yes, she have something to offer. She have something unique. She have something different to offer. It might not be what you are accustomed to, the everyday pizza and the everyday mustard and ketchup and extra mayo like ketchup and my burger well done rear steak and all these things. I need mushroom on there and I need no cheese, and I might not have those kind of ingredients. But the mere fact you can come, you gotta know what you go for when you go to any channel at all. Because if you go there with a mindset that, oh, I know this not gonna bring me nothing, then why you going there? You start stress yourself out already. You know, you set yourself up for failure. You're setting yourself up for stress. You gotta know when you go to somebody, you say, let me go here and see if any gems in here for tonight for me, any upliftment, any word of encouragement, any laughter, any fun, any entertainment purposes or anything, you gotta know what you go there for. It's just like when you go to the movie theater. You have several movie in the movie theater, wrong or right, people out there, you know it. You don't have to even answer me. You just think about it, because sometimes we're looking too much into people way of doing stuff, not realizing that it's simple. And you go to the movie theater, don't you gotta know which movie you're going there to watch? Just think about it. Probably somebody say, but I never think of it that way. But common sense should tell you that if you're gonna go to somebody's channel and you already start stress yourself out, where you going? It's like a child. They say go to school and you say I don't wanna go to school. The poor child starts stressing himself out. Then when he go to school he will never be happy. Because he already leave home stressed out. And then he go to school and then teacher might say, put your bag over there. I said, young man or young lady. And they wouldn't listen to the teacher. Because what? They start their day off wrong. When you start your mindset off wrong, it will follow you for the day if you don't change it. You understand? So sometimes people say, oh, I go to people channel and I'm stressed out. No, you were already stressed out. You were already stressed out, so you have to bear that in mind. Already stressed out and blaming somebody channel for your level of in mindset or insecurity is not going to help. You know what I mean? You got to know when you go to people channel. Anybody channel I go to, I know exactly what I go there for. I know that I'm going there to get some, if I want some peace in my soul, I'm going there to just sit down and in the background, like up the video and just sit down, and I don't even bother comment because I just sit down in there and I watch. Sometimes I do comment and sometimes I don't. I just sit there, like up the video, send up some hearts, send up some hundreds, or so forth, and I just watch. And then when I'm ready, I say, okay, let me eject myself, because our chatterbox don't really tarry long in a quiet environment, because we're always talking, so we might always rolling. You understand? So you gotta know. Go anywhere, put yourself on a timer and say, all right, then I'm going here 30 minutes. I'm going here 45 minutes. Because, you got to know the communities you're going into. Think about any community you're going to go into on the YouTube street, like a movie theater. Which movie do you want to see so bad? So you will know the content creators channel that you go to. I'm just tying it into a movie theater so people can gather knowledge that, hey, everyday life, even if I'm in the classroom and I'm teaching children, I'm teaching them and tying it into everyday life, because that's what they want you to do. Tie things into everyday life so children can understand where you're coming from. You can't tie it into space, and I've never been to space. I can be talking about space, but we're gonna have to bring space down here by creating stuff, especially if you're doing science. The real dean said, Queen, tapping in. Bless up yourself, my brother. How you doing? I know you're hard at work every day, so thank you for stopping by. Thank you so much. You know what I mean? Manners of our respect to you. Hope your mother doing much better on this day here. You know what I mean? So you gotta know what to go for when you're going to somebody's channel. Are you going there for the peace of mind? Are you going there to just hear somebody just chat like me? Are you going in there to get a word of encouragement? Are you going in there for blessing where you have people who pray and all these things? You gotta know what you're going for. When you go to the movie theater, do you just dash your money in the movie theater and say, hey, open up all the doors because I'm here? Any door I want to go and just open them. No, that's not how movie theater works. The same way with YouTube. That's not how it works. You gotta know when you turn your device on or you click on your channel from the comfort of your home. Enough people from work they be watching channels too. So big up to all the people them who watch the YouTubers them from their job. Shout out to you all. Just be silent with it. You know what I mean? Put on yourself for mute. We say bless upon yourself because you know still I hold it down. It might not be my channel, but to anybody out there that you know when you're at work and you're watching somebody or so forth, and you have to put your phone on silent and go on. You know, you do a one like and you're in the background and listen and hold a maze. Bless upon yourself, man, because the hustle real and the support is real out here in these streets for anybody that is out there supporting any content creators. I've been in a lot of channel and hear people say, hey, I'm heading to work or I'm driving to work or I'm at my job. I can't comment much. They announce, you know what I mean, what they're doing. So you know that even if you're in the chat and you want to say, hey girl, hey so and so, you can just say bless up because you know that person won't be able to respond much because their job. You know what I mean? And nobody want to get fired for their job. I'm not in a position to hire nobody yet. You know what I mean? So now when you go to these YouTube, what do they call it? Movie theater. When you go to YouTube movie theater now, we're gonna call YouTube movie theater now. So the new name for YouTube movie theater. When you go to YouTube movie theater, know where what you want. You know, I've seen I go to the movie, even though I don't go to the movie a lot, I need to start go a lot, but I can go now when things different. But when I go to the movie, Taylor, I want to find out how long is this movie gonna take, and I know that okay, if I'm a 2 hour person, I'm gonna be there for the 2 hour. Or if I don't want to be there for the 2 hour, I can still watch part of it and then I cut. You know what I mean? So you gotta know what work for you. You gotta know what work for you. If you don't know what work for you, you're gonna be in trouble. You know, yes, absolutely. Love the support. Yes, man. Yes, real Dean. You know what I mean? So we have to know, man, what work for us in the real Dean. Bless up yourself, the real Dean. Because if we don't know, then we're going in other people's channel and say, oh, this channel stressed me out or this thing. You know, when I just start my channel, many of you that are new people don't want to know this. But when I just start my channel and I go in and I start to interact with different people from all over, some of them no longer in my channel or so some people unsubscribe and leave or sometimes they just unsubscribe and watch, you know, same way, you know what I mean? They probably just don't want to subscribe or anything because they know Resilient Queen mouth is something else. So I kind of understand. And then some people just naturally just say, you know what, let me take the H out of hate and just hell with her. You like that one? Let me take the H out of hate and hell with her. I'm gone, bye bye. You know what I mean? But I understand. But when you go somewhere, you gotta know what you go there for. Don't start off your day with, oh, if I go to Resilient Queen, she don't talk about nothing. She don't have no substance. If you're looking for substance, you better bring your substance. Just like when you go to a movie theater, if you don't bring your substance, then it gonna cost you to be there. So if you don't bring your substance, which is going, yes, you're gonna have more stress because you already start off raggedy, and then you come into somebody channel expect to be better. You can't end up and it's like you go out and you never bathe, and you end up you expect to be sweet coming back home. You didn't take a shower to get in here, but then you leave it out. You want to take a shower. So you go. You gotta bathe before you come in the channel. You know what I mean? You gotta take a shower. So that means get your mind right, you know, cleanse your mind and everything. But when we say, oh, this person gonna stress me out because they not have no substance, they don't have no pedigree. We no dog, we no cat, we no cow, so we ain't go on a pedigree. Sorry, you all, we come from a comedian background. But it's truth. You know what I mean? Know what you're going there for. It's like going to school and you say, oh, this teacher boring. But what about the message that the teacher giving to you so you can pass your exam? You're looking at the teacher and say the teacher boring, but you're not looking at the words that coming from the teacher mouth. You know, even songs. I listen to a lot of songs. I don't know the artist name or so, but I take a line from every song that I will be listening to apply to my life if it resonate with me. That's how I do it. A line or a verse or a word from the song. Like if Ice Cartel come out with a new song, he say God is the greatest. We already know God is the greatest, but he come out with it in a song. Now he popular now. God is the greatest. We already know he was the greatest. But just to see a man come from, well, he was already famous already, but he go to jail and then he spend the time and then he come out after 13 years and say God is the greatest. Tell me now. We are going to say God is the greatest because we already know He's the greatest. You already know where you have been in life and how He brought you out of certain situations. So when He brought you out of situations where He could have take your life or He could have shift you so many things in you that you don't think you would recover from. Who must you say is the greatest? You can't say Resilient Queen is the greatest. No, because I'm not the one blowing no breath in you. I'm not blowing no breath in you. I try, but I don't get no breath blowing you. Then my daddy would still be alive. You see what I'm saying? So bear that in mind when you go to people channel. Don't go with a negative mindset and expect to get result. How many of you go to a restaurant, for example? Are you going with a pleasant smile sometimes? Not all the time, sometimes. And you see how the waitress treat you sometimes because they had a nasty attitude from either their boss where they have to piss them off or they come in have whatever problem they have, and you're wondering why are they behaving like that. You don't have to do nothing with you, it's their behavior. You know, something was going on with them outside of everything, and then they just can't see you eye for eye. Then they just think everybody around them is the same negative person as them, you know what I mean? So you gotta know when you go somewhere, what are you looking for? I can go and I can call out a bunch of people channel name right now, but I won't do that. That when I go on there, I know exactly what I go there for. When I turn my channel on and I click on it, I know what I go there for. You know, I'm getting a breath of fresh air here. I'm getting refreshment here. I'm getting energy vibes. I'm getting vibes here. I'm getting upliftment here. I'm getting motivation here. I'm getting knowledge somewhere. Do you know what I mean? Motivation. You know what I mean? So you gotta know. As I told you guys this story before, I have this young lady. She's a lawyer now, and I told her once I'm going to the embassy to get a get my visa. And when I went there, they turned me down the first time. And I'm going back to the embassy again. And I called her and I was talking to her. I said, "Girl, I'm going back to the embassy, but what if I don't get that?" Because I had spent a lot of money. So anybody know they spend a lot of money at the embassy before I get denied? You know how embarrassing it is to know that you're scared to spend that money again because it's a lot of money. It's not there's no refund. You know what I mean? So it's not, no matter how you cost company, give me back my refund. I need a refund. That's one company you don't get refund from. The embassy. You ain't gonna get back no refund. They already tell you. And I said to her, "What if I don't get you this time again? That would be a lot of money waste." And she turned around and looked at me and she said, she called me by my last name because she know my last name. And she called me by my last name and she said, "So you telling me you already see what happened to you the first time and you're going back there with the same approach, the same if? What if?" She said at this time you already know what failure look like, so this time you should be telling yourself that you're going there to get what you need to get, not tell yourself the same thing you went there the first time and make nervousness or whatever get the best of you or whatever the outcome was. Eh? Get the best of you. Tell yourself what you're going there to get this time. And she had to shape me up. I was young anyhow. And she had to straighten me out. And every time I talk to her, one of these days when I meet her back in person, we'll do an interview with her and you will see exactly. And last time I talked to her, I think it's after her mom died. Her mom passed. And I was talking to her and she was saying something to me. And I said, you know what? I'm gonna lick back your same word that you use with me. I'm gonna make reference back to that word. You remember what you said with the if? So I'm telling you, no, you're gonna talk about what if? Oh, she was trying to get her visa to go England, and she said, what if so and so? And I said, I'm gonna tell you exactly the same thing you had told me a couple years ago. And she bust out laughing. You know, she more serious than me, but we both are Leos. But she more serious than me. And she said, yo, easy, But it just goes to show that sometimes we need reminders from a friend, a family, a stranger, or whosoever in your life that you had communicated with previously about what your plans are, what your goals are so forth. And when they see you're going for your goal, but you still have that iffy mindset, it's not gonna work. So sometimes when you go into people channel and you say you come out stressed out, are you going there with the stress? You already pack yourself in with stress to go in there. When I see my big son, you're talking to him because he's a serious man. So when you talk to him in a certain way, you see his demeanor change. And I say, let me tell you something, young man. Because for me, I don't sugarcoat nothing to my kids. Just let me tell you something, young man. You see, when you have a sulky face, nobody will want to deal with you. And that's the honest truth. When your face is always sulky, mind you, every day you're going to have a smile on your print on your face. Hey, smiley. Hey, smile. You know what I mean? It's not every day, but you can't walk around with a sulky face every day and expect to be entertained. You're not going to be entertained when your face is always saggy. You're not losing no weight where you need to lift up the chin or lift up the neck or anything, but you're just walking around with a saggy face. Need to be lifted up. If you don't correct your behavior, you're going to be pushing yourself more in with that behavior and think it's something that people on the outside that's looking inward on you gonna like. No, like me, if I take 7 days a week to always argue with people, I will have nobody on my channel. Unless if I started off my channel always arguing or cussing people out. You see what I mean? So if I do 7 days of arguing, I would have zero point 0.0 people here. Because nobody have no time for 7 days of argument. Nobody have no time for that. Even in relationship, you and your partner argue sometimes, and if you get up every day with the same thing, he tired of you. Yeah, yeah. You go like the goat, meh, meh. I told you to buy the baby feed, then you didn't buy it. Meh. You know what I mean? He gonna go away. You know what I mean? She gonna run away. I tired of this jealous irritate. You know what I mean? Somebody gonna run away. Man, and May is not here yet because he's already gone. You see what I'm saying? So somebody gonna be Maying out of here. May. So you gotta know what you're looking for in life. If you're gonna look for laughter, you know where to go find laughter. You know what I mean? Even the man, even the man that will criticize you and judge you, even that man sometimes frustrated of their criticism because they're saying that that's not me. Why am I doing this? But they realize, say, boy, it's a job, so they're doing their job. But deep down in their soul, they think they're happy all the time to do that. If it's a genuine person, you think they're happy all the time to do that. But they know they start their life off like people who react to channel. They know they start off like that because they know that their views will go up, their subscriber count will go up, and they will get the people who wanna comment, the gossipers or whatever. But that's their liberty, that's their way of life. But technically, maybe if the person who they're judging should sit down and have a drink with them, they will say, "Boy, I had to use you, because if I didn't use you, I don't know what would have happened. I would probably lost in the system," which is not a good thing to tear down somebody to get a forward. You see what I mean? But you have people who does it and do it so well that it's like being in the prime minister office. They all crabbing barrels, work, arguing over something, and then 2 day time they having a party. All both parties are there drinking, having fun, drinking water or whatever they drink. You know what I mean? Or having fun. It's life. Enjoy with Naomi. How are you? Bless up yourself, my dear. Bless up. So I don't want nobody to give up in life. Don't give up. You show up for yourself and show up the best way you know how. Because when you give up in life, Your number is not going up. It's not. Thank you so much. Enjoy with Naomi. How you doing? Congratulations for the top three position. You see, I'm fine. Thank you, dear queen. Bless up, man. So keep showing up in life, family. I don't want nobody to give up. You know what I mean? Nobody give up. I have a great day with happiness. Yes, man, great day with happiness. And happiness is good. You know what I mean? Happiness is very good. Just have to strike the balance with everything when it counts. Don't give up in life, family. No matter what the hurdles, what the circumstances may be, you know, one man is always in the midst of all your circumstances. Because as I mentioned all the time before, there's a much more love for you. Thank you so much, and thanks to one and all manners of our respect to every one of you. You know what I mean? 'Cause life is a journey, and if we're going out there today and just tell ourselves that I'm sad. Somebody ever ask somebody how you doing? You ever ask somebody how you doing? And the first word come to them out, I'm sad. And I used to ask myself, I said, how you doing? I'm sad. I said, there is no more word in your vocabulary. And can you imagine every day you ask somebody how you doing? I'm sad. So the 7 days of the week you're sad. Something wrong with you if 7 days of the week you sad. How you doing? I'm sad. How you doing? I'm poor. How you doing? I'm poor. No. What about how you doing? I'm happy. How you doing? I'm grateful. How you doing? I'm thankful. How you doing? I'm alive. You know what I mean? One of the greatest gifts we will ever receive on this planet. No matter all the gifts we're gonna receive, the greatest gift we will ever receive on this planet is not resilient queen. It's life. L-I-F-E. A four-letter word. L-I-F-E. Life. And then it come with the life we live. It's all life funny. The greatest gift you will ever receive on this planet is Life, and it's life. Wow. So when we're striving for excellent family, just know that you have to have an open mind to see the pathway in front of you. Because he said he give a glimpse of the future. Sometimes he give us a glimpse, but we don't want to accept the glimpse that he give us because we want it right there and then. You know that commercial said, it's my money and I need it now. How about the investors say, but I gotta invest it first. I gotta generate that money. I gotta keep it cycling up in there. Recycle. You gotta wait first. It's my money and I need it now. It's like when somebody getting fired from a job. I see it all the time. And as soon as they get fired from the job, they know that's not the day is the payday. And they turn around to the boss and say, okay, you fire me, pay me right here. And the boss said, come back on payday because today is not payday. He said, nope, pay me right here. You fire me, I don't want to have nothing to do with you. Give me my money. So it's like the commercial. So bear in mind, family, don't stress yourself out. You know, months back I used to say to people, there's 365 days in the year. And if you come on my channel and I'm saying something and you think it's triggering, clock out, buy out. I think I have something where you call buy out or dial out because it's not fair for you to sit there and stress yourself out over what I am saying and you can't tolerate what I'm saying. And what if you sit there in the background and you're not communicating in the chat to let me know how you're feeling? Or you said something and you could have said, hey Queen, you said something to me, but I might have to exit the platform. I wouldn't know that. But when you go out there, you tell stories of people, hey, you go to people channel and you feel stressed out or you feel burdened down, that should never even come out your mouth because you already were burdened down. But a lot of us look people to blame for our downfall. It's natural. Oh, it's because if I didn't know, even the kids you blame sometimes too, in your mothers, and things not going right. Just if I didn't have you. And that's the honest truth. Sometimes as parents you have children and you turn around when things not going good and you tell the child. Or you say it out aloud, even if you don't tell the child. You say if I didn't have that damn boy, or you say if I didn't have that damn girl, I would not be here. But guess what? We don't know where we would be. None of us know where we would have been. But because we have the target in front of us, which is the children, we're going to turn around to them and say, you see if I didn't got you? Worse when they get trouble. Words come from your mouth when they get trouble. It's not one word say I'm happy. You know what I mean? You see if I never have you, I would be a better person. You see if I didn't have you, you don't know what you would be. None of us know what we would be. You know what I mean? But we do those things, and that's why he said he know our thoughts are gonna be negative at times. But as soon as we become aware of them, he said he know we're gonna sin. But he said, as soon as we become aware of them, we need to go to him, like go back to the drawing board with him and talk to him and say, Father, why was I mean to my kids? You know, if I get mad at my kids before they go to bed, no matter how loud and, tiny people always have a loud mouth. No matter how loud and vice versa I may be, I make sure before I go to my bed, I cleanse my heart. Because I don't want to go to bed mad. I don't go to my bed mad. Nope. I get the remote and I say, pause. I don't go to my bed mad. Nope. I have to cleanse my heart and everything because I've seen people go to their bed mad and the next day they get up a surgery. They have to be doing hearty people. Doing the by the time they do a surgery, they never make it out alive, okay? So, and then from that day, I make myself a promise. I don't care who mad at me. You're going to mad at me now, but when I'm going to my bed, I'm not taking you with me. So I grew up on this prayer. I said, oh Lord, I said, before I die, before I wake, I give my Lord my soul to keep for Christ's sake. Amen. I don't go to my bed with you one day. Nope. I go to my bed. And if you on my mind, I'm getting up and I'm praying. And I say, God, remove these obstacles out my way and everything. You know what I mean? Because when you go anywhere, that's what I was telling you, when you go anywhere, ask a direction. But you go in there to bring negative energy to support negative energy. Ain't what you think? Negative plus negative. What you think that gonna give? You know what I mean? You have to go out there with positive vibes. When I go to different communities, I know what I'm going to go there for. I'm going there to be informed. I'm going there to get some tips. I'm going there to get some gems. I'm going in there to get learn some things that I would never thought of on my own. I'm going places to just laugh and have a good time. I'm going places to hear music that I haven't heard since I was a child. And I hear people singing it and everything. I'm like, what? And I'm gonna let you know, this remind me of when I was growing up. Sometimes I see people showcase some stuff, and even though the younger generation showing stuff now, they will think that is just in their era of time. These things evolve. No, they evolve long times, from so long, even before my time. You see what I mean? But when nobody was really talking about it, thank God for technology now and through YouTube and all these different platforms, a lot of things that was a showcasing when I was growing up are so. I know social media platform is now shown, and a lot of things now you make it look like it just happened or it just evolved. No, these things been around for ages. Barefoot pants, plaid, floral, a plaid skirt, all these plaid things that are wearing now are looking so beautiful. They've been around for so long. You know what I mean? Everything you see that's happening now and put a twist to it, they've been around. It's just that in those era, nobody was documenting anything like this, Probably if they do document was black and white. Nobody ain't using no black and white much anymore. You use it in portrait and everything, but not really on a TV. You're gonna see nothing really in black and white, barely. Because of the upgrade of technology and how far we have come. We are in the 21st century. I don't even know which century they're calling it about. Growing up, they say you're in the 21st century now. So things and time change. But I'm not going to stay any longer with you guys because I chat so much, but I want you all to understand. Take care of your well-being. If something bother you, you have to learn to eject yourself. It's like a Christian. He put him buy a CD player from a guy, and the guy said, "A gospel man, a gospel player. Yeah, man, you want gospel? Yes, man. All right, no problem. How much you burn the CD here and give it to me?" And the man say, "All right, then $25 US. Okay, give it to me. I love me gospel. All right, you get the CD, you go home. You plug it in, what do you call it now? You put it in your CD player, whatever you have, and all you hear is from the day I born, me now give up my. You hear rapper, you hear some boogie yaka songs. I remember you're Christian, Hey, I know you mad. So you say what I mean, and then that ruin your day sometimes because you're hoping that it was gospel. So that's why you have to know when to eject yourself, because when you realize that, okay, this is not for me right now, you know what I mean? Know what kind of food you want to eat that day. Do you want to sit and eat something that is not good for you? Or do you want to go somewhere else and shop around? Shop around. You know what I mean? Can't be stressing out and then you're blaming people for your stress. Nobody know if you're going through stress, you know? If I go on somebody channel right now and they saying something and it don't sit well with me, I go shop around. I'm just saying, if I go somewhere and I know that this is not for me, I go shop around. I can always come back. You know what I mean? But you shop around. That way you won't worked up, you won't feel overwhelmed, you won't stressed out or anything. Look at the man that marry a woman and they couldn't get along because infidelity, a lot of stuff. And maybe 10, 15 years down the line, he say, you know what? I know exactly what I want. I want my wife back, or I want my man back, or whatever. And then decide to meet and work things out. Some people it work for, some it don't. You know what I mean? Because one size don't fit all. But he realized that he been around the block a few times. The woman realizes that he been around the block a few times. And he say, you know what? I have my fair share. I can make my decision now. Because I get the validation I was looking for. Nothing out here for me. I need to just, what was it in the relationship that wasn't going right? If it's not where somebody was taking off your head or anything, and you say, all right then, cool. And you can figure it out. And then they go back and they live how much years after? Happy couple, how many happy couple you know after they break up so many times, some of them remarried over and everything. So it's just life. You know what I mean? If one size don't fit all those, so don't go break up to say you're gonna go back. You gotta know what you're looking for, so don't try that approach. You try that approach if you all are the same, you're willing, both of you willing to make your mind up. Because if both of you not willing, it ain't gonna work either. You still gonna have a roller coaster life. Because one in and the other one out. Iffy. Call them iffy, if and but. You know what I mean? So you gotta know what work for your family. Know what you want out of life. Know what you're looking for in life. Sometimes you know what you want in life, but you don't know how to navigate your way. But still know what you want out of life. It's like somebody always a disrespect you, or you want to sit down and let that person disrespect you all the time. You got to take a stand for yourself. You don't take a stand, nobody ain't going to take it for you. Worse on a platform, you're going to go and say you're unhappy. Get off the platform if you're unhappy. You know what I mean? You don't need to sit there and say, I'm so stressed out. No, you already work yourself up. You know? And like I like to tell people, the man that dead already, he ain't going to dead again. So just bear in mind, who left behind, like me chatting and everybody else who's still alive, are we left behind to say, wait, which you want? We don't know which you want. But just remember, the man that died already, there's no more dead in for him. All right, so bear that in mind. So that means we got to take care of us, take care of our well being, take care of our family, take care of our friends, and just be honest with you. Because if you don't honest with yourself, everything gonna be bothering us. Because we're human beings. We're meant to feel certain way at times. We're meant to go to where we feel like people eyeballing us, throwing shade at us or anything. And that's why he said, he never tell us not to talk about that. He never say you must not express your feeling. He said as soon as you become aware of them, you know what I mean? So you have to express how you're feeling. And then people respect you when you can express how you're feeling. Even though sometimes the terms you come off with, they might not like it, but they still respect you for standing up for yourself. Trust me, people out here that will literally respect you to say, you know what? This person don't play right here. They're a handful, but they don't play. And I respect that. You know what I mean? Some people out here will respect you, but if you don't have no respect for yourself, you ain't gonna get none. You know what I mean? So when you're going anywhere, know what you're looking for. If it's music you're looking for, know the kind of music you want. If you're gonna go on a channel and you know the music is boogie yaka, and you know you're not the kind of boogie yaka person, why would you wanna go boogie yaka and then stress out yourself? Lord, I be a boogie yaka music. We talking the outrageous music, the music that are outlaw, rude, or derogatory. Those are the music we're talking about. You know what I mean? Why would you wanna go there and complain? You went there. When if I go to the movie theater right now, I'm going there for comedy. I'm not going for nothing to put me to sleep and then complain I want to sleep. Nope. That means I wanted to sleep before I leave the house. But lie to my partner or my friend that want to take me there. Say, hey, I'm coming to movie, but you go to the movie theater to sleep. You were already sleepy before you left the house. So that means if you're gonna go to somebody channel and say you're stressed out, you were already upset. But it's a great way when you can lie on somebody. A lot of people lie on people and they go to jail for years. Don't you see the city or this government also have to be paying back those people for years now that they locked up in jail? So you gotta bear in mind that I'm just tying these things into real life, people, because it's happening in real life. Where if somebody know that they can make you an easy target for them, they will target you. They will harass you. They will always criticize you. They will always condemn you because you don't have the same perspective as them. You don't have the same mindset as them. You don't talk like them. You don't walk like them. You don't rap like them. Where I had a song say we don't rap like that, we don't flip like that. You know what I mean? So when you do things a little different, people will look at you a little differently. But they all people need to do is just take the time to understand everybody from different how people do things differently. You know, I've seen a lot of burritos out here, but if you go to every different store that do burritos, I guarantee you all the burritos ain't gonna taste the same. But they said burritos, right? One word, burritos, right? But all the burritos ain't gonna be the same. Some of the burritos you're gonna say, Lord, it is too spicy. And then some you're gonna say, what did I buy? I waste my money. How many? I'm just using these as an example. You know what I mean? You have a lot of pizza giants out here, or franchises. And all the franchises are not gonna cook the same. They're gonna have the same menu, same this sometime, same similarities, but everybody don't cook the same. I may cook fresh food because I don't use salt. I cut down added salt out my diet. Yeah, and I might eat the food and it good to me, yummy to me. But I might offer somebody some and they say, Lord, where's the salt bottle? You see what I mean? So you have to know that what you want out of life, what you're willing to digest in your soul, in your spirit. You gotta know it. People will never know it for you. Even the pastor who preach to you tell you, not because I'm preaching the word of God to you, you gotta know it for yourself. And if him up they can be on the pulpit and you say, but wait, and him they give the message to preach and he should know this or that. He don't know everything either. And he gonna preach the way he know how to preach. So you have to bear in mind, know what you want when you go out in this world. It's like you go to a party. You gotta know what kind of party you go to. So when you go and come and say, oh, the party boring, you gotta know that if you went to a boring party where it's just nothing much going on, it's probably just little cake and something you sit down and you eat and you gone home. Yes, it might be boring because you're going there if you say, oh, me I go dance and me I go flip on my head and you go well that you go to the wrong party. In Jamaica, they have the Uptown Mondays and the Uptown whatever, wedding, whatever. Then you're going to go to those parties, and if you want to flip over and bounce over and all kind of something, then they have those. You know what I mean? So, know the places you go. Like, as I say, YouTube is a gallery. And when you know what you know, it is easier for you to navigate. But family, I said I want to go. Me not stay any longer. So I want to say thank you all for coming in. Thank you all for stopping by. Big shout out to all of the top fans tonight. It was a lot of top fan vying for the position and everything. So big shout out to every one of you and thank you all so very much for stopping by. Lisa still got the top one position. Jay Bishop still got the number two position and Enjoy with Naomi and with the top three position. And for everybody else who had came in, then snap back our vibes and who else had came in there with the top position. Let me see who else. That was it. That was it. So big shout out to all of you. Big shout out. So don't give up, man. Until then, family, what going to have a blessed, happy Sabbath to one and all. I know I'm not going to wake up too early tomorrow, so I might have to change that time frame for you see that's why I'm probably going to stop schedule my life. So when I get up, for now, until I can figure out things. Anyway, family, what going to have a blessed night, and thank you all so very much. And life is what we make of it, but the greatest gift we have is life. See how we use the word two different ways. Greatest gift is life, and life is what we make of it. One word, but life is what we make of it, and we have to know what we can accept and what we cannot accept. Don't digest things you can't accept, and then every second you complain about it. Then no visit, no go, no complain. Don't just go to gossip and complain, because all that do is deteriorate your mental health. Nobody else mental health may deteriorate, because the content creator, you might visit their channel and say they're bored. They don't have no problem, because they already hear their problem out. All their problem is already here out, and leave you left with the stress. Everybody left with the stress to ponder. And it's like in Jamaica, we say, send the fool a little further. It's like, you know what I mean? So, anyway, people, what good your chatterbox signing off for tonight. Until then, we say manners of our respect. So, you don't know what time I got bed. So, you know, so me not come on. I might. Let's not speak. You see how your mouth stay, people. So, we mouth stay. But anyway, we not say nothing more. Zip it up. Have a good night. Manners of our respect.